Hi, this is Jim Cramer, founder of The Street with Dan Dicker, our energy expert. Dan, I am looking at what's known as Gulf Coast crack spreads, and some of my investor friends are saying once-in-a-lifetime opportunity refiners.
Yeah, what's happened is that we've had a crush down in West Texas versus Brent. We've talked a lot about this and how it relates to refiners, and we thought that the margins were going to get squeezed. In some of these
CVRR, Tesoro, we thought that Valero would get hurt.
But what's happened is, despite the fact that some of the gasoline prices on the East Coast have dropped marginally, there's been a tremendous increase in prices on Gulf Coast. And remember, I'm a futures guy. It can get a little in the weeds and technical, but there are multiple nexus points for trading various things like gasoline and natural gas and crude oil and lots of things like that. And in the Gulf Coast, you've happened to have a very, very strong crack spread. That means very, very strong gasoline prices. And again, we talk about that because that's a counter argument to what's been a slowly sinking WTI Brent spread.
Right, and what had happened is, I know that Tesoro had sold off, at Phillips, PS, they had all sold off, so maybe they get another bounce again.
It was a major opportunity. I think we talked about it. We tried to find something that wasn't so tied to the mid-con.
CVRR.
We talked about CVRR. We talked about PBF on the East Coast, which had a nice run. You know, we talked about buying it at 30. It's now 32. You know, there are some places where you got to look, and I think if you target something that's not the kind of one-trick pony mid-con kind of refiner, I think you're going to do better over the long haul. Stocks like you said, PSX. Marathon Petroleum,
Marathon beat.
Well, it's been a double in a year.
I know,
hate to get on it,
but they've come back.
Yeah.
You know, look, one of the things that's happened in this bull market, Dan, is they come back a little. You got to buy them.
You got to buy them. You really don't have a choice. And there are fundamental reasons why they will maintain their margins, continue to do well, and therefore continue to be a buy. I'll continue to recommend.
All right, I want to cycle back. I think Valero's real. I think Tesoro's real. Obviously, I think Holly-Frontier is more of that individual.
Exactly. Holly-Frontier is a little of that one-trick pony, but if I was going to pick a mid-con, that's the one I'd pick.
All right. Look, refiners are back. They've recharged. I think they're ready to go. Dan Dicker, energy expert, thank you so much. I'm Jim Cramer, founder of The Street.